Hi. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. My name's Holiday. What's your name? Lauren.
Nice to meet you.
How do you like to be addressed?
You can she.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Have you met with the nutrition counselor before?
I have not.
Okay. So I'm a student, a nutrition student, and I'm qualified to discuss eating on a budget, reading a nutrition label, and eating a balanced diet. Are you interested in learning more about any of these topics?
Definitely eating a balanced diet.
Okay, cool. I want you to know that if you get uncomfortable, we can stop at any time. One of our peers is going to be assessing me, so don't disregard them. So yeah, they're not going to be there. Yeah. And my professor, Dr. George, is only going to review this information. Otherwise, it's like confidential between us. And before we start, I'll just need your consent to begin. Do you verbally consent to this? Okay, great. Okay, let's get started. So before we begin, I'm gonna ask you some questions to better get to know your situation and why you're coming in today. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. So, let me get to my phone. So what year are you at SFSU?
I'm a senior.
Senior?
Last year.
Do you live on or off campus?
I live off campus. I live about, by bus, I would say 45 minutes, and then by car, it's only about 15
Okay.
15-minute drive.
Okay. And now I'm going to ask you some questions that are more related to diet. So how often do you buy meals and snacks outside of school?
I would say outside of school. Probably sometimes. No, I would say often.
Okay. How often do you buy meals on a typical weekend?
Often.
Okay.
Do you have water?
You have water? You want water?
Yeah. Can't we redo this?
We'll pause. Just pause for a second. She will say this.
When I get really nervous, I cough.
You're doing great. You are doing
Yeah,
great.
you're doing good.
Okay. Okay. All right. How often do you buy snacks out?
I usually, occasionally.
Okay.
Sometimes. Or rarely.
Okay. Rarely. Cool. All right. So now we're gonna get into the 24-hour recall, and that's where we're gonna be assessing your diet, and I'm gonna be asking you questions that are sort of geared towards like what you ate yesterday, and we're gonna be using the food models to determine the serving size and what you ate. And so let me get this form. So to start, what was the first thing you ate yesterday?
Okay, so probably around 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I ate a Pop-Tart.
Okay. And where was that?
That was at my house. Actually, well, it was on the way to school in my car.
Okay.
And then I had one of those bottled orange juice.
Okay.
And then when I got to school, I got to school around 7.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to Cafe 101 and I bought a pumpkin spice frappuccino with extra whip.
Yum.
Yeah. Okay, and then let's see, after that, for a snack, I bought a Snickers candy bar.
Okay. And that was around the same time, or a
Um,
little bit later?
that was around 11.
Okay.
And then I had a cup of water, because I wanted to stay hydrated.
Okay. Nice. Okay. And then,
I think 11. Okay, and then later, so around lunchtime, around
Mhm.
1, I had, let me think. Oh, I went to McDonald's and I got one of those McGriddles with bacon and french fries.
okay.
Sorry. And then for dinner, around, I didn't have anything for a snack. So around 7, actually I didn't eat dinner, I just had I had a cup of coffee that I made at home.
Okay. So at 7 you had coffee?
Yeah. And I didn't eat anything else.
Okay. All right, so now I'm just gonna ask for a little more details.
Sure.
And serving sizes
Mhm.
on the foods that you told me.
Okay.
So how much do you think you drink of the orange juice? Maybe using like that as a guide.
It was like one of those bottles, so I would say like 2 of these.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how many ounces of the pumpkin spiced frappuccino do you
It
think you
was
drink?
a large, so I don't know how many ounces. So, probably 32.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sorry. Okay. And about how much? Sorry.
You're good.
And about how much water do you think you drink?
About 16 ounces.
Okay. Okay, so how big do you think the McGriddle you ate was? Like maybe.
Yeah, it was actually, this is the perfect size, about a bagel
Okay.
size.
Okay.
I don't know if I mentioned this, it was the bacon one.
Bacon. Okay.
And it had cheese on it.
Okay.
I think it was like American cheese, just
Mhm.
I guess. And then it had pancake buns. Have you ever had McGriddle? It's so good.
No, I hadn't.
Pancake buns, so it has like
Mhm.
syrup in it.
Okay.
So what else? And then
Like ketchup, maybe, or
yeah,
like,
ketchup.
Okay.
I think. Oh, an egg. Sorry, an egg.
An egg.
Yeah,
Okay.
scrambled egg.
Okay. And about how many French fries did you have?
Oh, perfect.
Oh, so like
This
like
is
a cup.
about, yeah, this much.
How many ounces of coffee do you think you had?
I had about 8 ounces.
8. Okay.
Small cup.
Small cup, like about
Yeah.
like that size. Okay. Cool. And did the French fries like have any like oil or or is it like salty or?
It was very greasy and salty.
Okay.
Very greasy. And I dipped it in ketchup.
Okay. And the candy bar,
Yes.
was it about how?
Um,
Is
I mean, if we compare it to this,
yeah.
it was about this size, so
Okay.
maybe like
So like
6 inches.
6 inches,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, awesome. And was this a usual day for you think?
Yes.
Okay. All right, thank you for sharing that information with me. So we're gonna go back to assess your level of confidence with like the 24-hour recall and what you want to do with that.
Okay.
So using have the form here. So we're going to use this scale to measure how your confidence level with making a change. Do you still want to discuss eating a balanced diet with what we just went over? Or, okay.
Yes.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident do you feel in tackling this?
I think that my diet is really bad, and I would say I'm at a 9 right now. I want to change.
Okay. So you're pretty ready. Okay. Great. Let me just drop that down. Okay. So we're at a 9. So since you're feeling pretty ready, I'm just gonna go into a little bit of detail about eating a balanced diet, provide some additional education since you might know some hints already, some little tips and all of that. So we can also create a SMART goal to help you make some better changes to your diet. SMART goal stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. And if you're interested, we can make a goal together to, start making some changes. Do you think you're ready to create a SMART goal?
Yeah. Excited. Let's do it.
Okay. So, okay. So I guess, what do you think you want to change about your diet?
I definitely eat out a lot, and I really like McDonald's.
Okay.
And I do that because McDonald's is pretty cheap, but I know that probably cooking for myself would be a lot cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I know that eating out, they add a lot of hidden fats and oils and stuff. And I know that can be, home cooking can help with that without adding all the extra calories and stuff. Yeah, that's probably eating out would be help me a lot, and probably meal.
Okay. Okay, so you said that there's a lot of hidden fats in fast food, and that is definitely true, and they're not that beneficial for us to eat because they're very saturated, and they increase our cholesterol levels, which is puts us at risk for heart problems and heart disease.
Yeah, and I think the reason why I've been eating so bad is because I haven't really thought about that, but after learning more about all of the dangers
Mm.
that's why. But yeah, just like not being educated on that information has been a hindrance
Mm.
for sure.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And we can help educate you more on, those topics, for sure. So what do you think you can change about your diet?
I think I can start maybe waking up, or not waking up earlier, maybe on the weekends, just planning out what I want to eat, because I live day to day and then I just, like, I don't really plan out what I want to eat. I don't think about it that much, so maybe even starting like a diary or tracking my food to be more aware of what I'm eating probably help, because I don't think about it a lot.
Yeah, that is definitely a good idea. Tracking your what you're eating is definitely helpful to give you that visual to see, the kinds of foods you're putting in your body, and you can make more conscious, healthier choices to, eat more fruits and vegetables, more protein and grains, whole grains, and just more healthier foods to help you see what you're eating. So tracking is definitely a good idea. Do you think you'd be ready to do that more often, or meal prep frequently?
I think, maybe trying to meal prep once a week, even if I'm only meal prepping for a few days, like 3 days. I feel like that's better than not meal prepping at all. A good start, I guess.
Okay. Cool. And how, using the same scale that we just saw, how confident do you think you would be to start implementing that into your weekly routine?
I would say a 9, because I definitely see the benefits behind it.
Yeah, it's definitely beneficial. Great. Okay. So just to reiterate, you said that you wanted to start meal prepping maybe once a week and tracking your food intake to balance your diet better.
Yes.
So, and you're pretty confident about that. So, yeah, that's a pretty great goal, and I support you in doing
Thank
that.
you.
So, you have my support. There's a lot of resources here on campus to help you sort of meet that goal, and there's lots of visual guides and graphics to show you what healthy eating can look like. And so to wrap it up, let me hear what your goal is, to paraphrase.
So I would say I'm gonna try to meal prep once a week, and just trying not to eat out as much. Meal prepping, and so I don't have, and just consciously thinking about what I'm eating more. So for my goal, I would say just meal prepping. So I guess meal prepping and eating out less.
Okay, awesome, that sounds good. Okay, so I think that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for coming in,
Thank you.
and good luck on your health journey.
Thank you. Good job.